A binary star system is undoubtedly a system of two stars orbiting each other. As we have already explained, the orbiting of a star A around another star B, for example, is driven by the rotating gravitational field of B, and this drive also causes A to rotate. The plane in which A rotates is orthogonal to the plane in which B orbits. It is two orthogonal planes. The reverse is also true. In order for two stars to orbit each other forever, they would have to orbit each other in two orthogonal planes and not, as previously assumed, in the same plane. The whole process works as follows: the rotation of B drives its gravitational field to rotate, and this rotating gravitational field drives A to orbit B while simultaneously driving A to rotate. And the rotation of A drives its gravitational field to rotate, and this rotating gravitational field drives B to orbit around A and causes B to rotate. That is, rotation and orbiting are connected, and this is an interaction between rotation and orbiting. Rotation produces orbiting, and orbiting produces rotation. For this system to work, the angular velocity of the rotation of A must be greater than the angular velocity of the orbiting of B around A, and the angular velocity of the rotation of B must be greater than the angular velocity of the orbiting of A around B. We have explained this in inertial forces that, for example, the orbital velocity of A around B, driven by the gravitational field of B, is as follows. As explained in rotation, for example, the rotational velocity of A driven by the gravitational field of B is equal to the following. From this it can be deduced that the angular velocity of A's rotation is greater than the angular velocity of B's orbit around A if the following conditions are met. This is a very loose condition, and if it applies to two balls of equal mass, that is, if the distance between them is greater than the radius of one of the ball, then this condition is zero. This means that two identical bodies can form such a double-body system without restriction. The size of the bodies is irrelevant. This means that even two microscopically small elements can form such a system. We will go into this in more detail later. This system, which we call a sovereignty system, does not require any additional energy, but only the gravitations of the two in order to function eternally. So, this is a perpetual motion machine that humans on Earth consider impossible. But nature can do it.